Welcome to this video. I'm in our Sandtray room. It's one of my favorite rooms in the AutPlay clinic because I just like everything about Sandtray work. I don't know, it just feels soothing to me and fun. It's definitely something that I connect with personally. And so I love just being in the room and hanging out. But I'm here for a real purpose today, and that is I want to share about something a little different than I've shared before on this channel. I want to just share like an example of a more traditional Sandtray therapy process that I have been doing with a autistic teen client. Just a little background. I've got permission to show this image I'm going to show to you and to talk about this from the family, but I am going to mix up and change the demographics and not give any identifying information away at the same time. So this is a client who came in to see me, and I would say probably the biggest issues or needs was just self-identity issues, self-worth, self-esteem issues. So I just really started with trying to get to know this client better, building relationship. And through the course of this, discovered that they really enjoyed expressive activities. It was really a night and day difference between just maybe sitting with them in my office and trying to have a conversation about something versus giving them an expressive outlet. The level of information and communication was just a night and day difference in the expressive techniques and interventions we would do. There would just be all of this information that would come out of them. And it was just really their way of feeling, I think, they're most confident and safe in talking, sharing, communicating, and expressing. So at the beginning of therapy, I give all clients a tour of the whole clinic. So this client knew about the Sandtray room. They saw it in the tour, they checked it out. And so they actually asked to come into the Sandtray room. And so I said, sure, let's go. So we came in and they wanted to create something in the sand. Weren't quite sure what this whole setup was and how it works. I gave a little explanation, and I actually gave them a directive tray. I said, why don't you use all these miniatures any way you want, anything you want to use, and just create a Sandtray that describes you and your life. And that is what you have here as a result is what this client created, this tray that I've got up here showing you. And this was a really powerful and really interesting process because I never really know how these things are going to go when we first start doing Sandtray work, especially with an autistic or neurodivergent child. The process was great. I could tell that they were very intensely focusing on this, purposefully choosing different miniatures, purposefully placing them in the Sandtray, and taking their time to do this. I think it took them about 10 or 15 minutes to make this tray. And then when they were done, I just asked them to share, the tray with me. Tell me about this tray. And so they went through talking about each component and piece and what this was and what it meant. And it was very much in line with what, if you've ever done traditional Sandtray therapy work and like giving a child a directive tray to complete, it's very much like that. Very powerful, a lot of information. There were things that they shared that I didn't even know about them. And we were about 7 sessions into therapy. So I will admit, I was kind of a little surprised that they were so into this and it worked so well for them. So we continued after this to have more Sandtray sessions, and they always went great. It was a great approach for this particular client. I'm not going to go into a lot of details about this tray and sharing, what they shared and what it was and what it meant. The most important thing was that they really responded very well to this. And I think that maybe in the past, I've heard things like, an autistic kids won't do Sandtray work very well. You know, it's too symbolic, it's too abstract, it's not concrete enough. And certainly I've experienced working with kids like that. That was true. It wasn't their thing. It wasn't their type of play. It wasn't their type of thing, which is totally fine. But I wanted to show this video and share this because it's not true of all autistic kids. And this is a good example. And I've had also plenty of autistic and neurodivergent kids who really enjoyed and responded positively to Sandtray therapy work and had no issues with it, and it really wanted to do it, and it was very helpful for them. So just a little, I guess, mini teeny case example here of doing a directive Sandtray with an autistic client. So hopefully that, I don't know, gave you a little bit more information, or at least the takeaway of, okay, if I'm working with autistic and neurodivergent kids, some of them may not like doing Sandtray therapy. Some of them, it may be a great fit. And you may just need to try that out and discover that and find out which is which. Because when it is a great fit, it's a great fit and it can be very beneficial. So thanks for watching. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the AutPlay Therapy channel. Follow us on Facebook, the website. You know, I do this in all these videos. And come back and watch more videos. Thank you. Take care.